Hey, what's up, y'all? It's YORO, and I'm continuing link click. So shout out again to Nitinol for requesting these reactions. Thank you very much again, because yeah, last episode was super emotional. I loved it though. I loved especially the positive ending after everything, heartbreaking with client's mom, of course, made me think of my own mom a lot, and to put myself in those shoes, and just then seeing what his life was in the future, like, and how he looked back to his friend who was the captain, his first love. And this was something, and thank you for clarifying this for me, by the way, you who left this comment on the last episode. But apparently it's very implied in the episode that, like, they show the girl, his first love, running into the house to save their mother, and then the brother running after her. But obviously the earthquake happened, and with the client's request, to say these things to these people we cared about and loved, makes sense considering they're all dead, right? Not just his mom, or even just the captain or anything. Because I thought at least the girl survived after they showed the flashback in the ring, because yes, that was confusing to me, and I was like, that's a really big change, right? That's why I was so concerned with, like, consequences and, the cop showing up. I was like, is this some weird, like, karmic force or something, like, catching up? Is this the time police? Like, what is this, right? But that makes a lot more sense, because, yeah, the node being death, right? And that's what Lou told him when Chung ran out as soon as he, like, realized, the earthquake and everyone in that town was doomed. That's what he told him, like, you can't change death. That's the biggest rule. Like you said, everyone was doomed. Everyone. We're trying to be able to say these things to all those people, knowing that, right? And especially being within the body of the client, with his mind, with his emotions. Feel, again, it's so hard, and it's so much harder after having that clarified for me, right? Because I thought at least the girl survived, but no, it's like, fuck, way sadder, right? But yeah, that positive note it ended on, right? He was able to find love. He was able to move on with his life. Again, not forgetting, but, looking back on these things, not with the regrets that he had when he first commissioned, the service, for his request, right? To be able to say these things, right? For that catharsis, right? Still longing, of course, but like a fond way, right? I was able to say these things. I was able to experience these things with these people, whether it was love, whether it was friendship, whether it taught him about camaraderie, about love, about a mother's love, like, man. And then we see that with the son, right? And it's beautiful, right? It's beautiful, because that is life, for sure. Like, we meet people, we connect with them, we lose those connections, or we lose them, but that doesn't mean we can't form new connections, or re-spark old connections, or do something that gets us out of our comfort zone, and we discover something that we love to do, and now that leads us down another path in life, and now it's like something else entirely, and that makes you happy. It's like, it's crazy, right? And thankfully, the fulfilling this request, I guess, kind of gave him, of course, that peace of mind that he's able to live his life now with that. But that is still, what they do. It is still a change they made for him to say those things. Like, they can't change death, and it's good that Chung didn't, that he was able to do what he was able to do, and with the camera by the end as well, retrieving the camera, right? To be able to develop those photos and those memories, right? Not nearly as crazy of a change as I was thinking when I watched last episode, but and it is still a change, right? Lou did kind of give some leeway there in terms of, like, allowing that, right? Because it doesn't change the node. Everything before the node, because everyone obviously died, and they don't change that. Saying those things to people who would die wouldn't affect the future. Makes sense. But I don't know. Maybe. It seems like it may catch up to them either way. I mean, I don't know how this cop that showed up is going to possibly investigate this, or, like, question them regarding this. I mean, they could easily just pass it off as an internet rumor, or what, like, how do they prove that, right? Unless he's the time police, right? So I don't know, but we're gonna find out, and wherever the show goes next, man, because there are still many more episodes to go. A lot can happen, and I'm excited, right? So yeah, we'll see what's up, and yeah, let's go. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, yeah, I gotta turn it down for the part of the intro here. Billy Billy. Shout out to when they referenced Billy Billy. I think it was last episode or the episode prior. Very meta. B-Dream. I can turn it back up now. My guy is weary. That's a lot of steps. Tall steps, too. Wow. What is the hardest thing about love? Losing it, maybe? Crystals. And astrology, oh goodness. Lu Suan. Someone destined by fate to encounter them. Ooh, nice kick. Wow, did she beat up all those people? Oh my god. That is pretty hard. Sis. Maybe he's just saying that. I don't think she's his actual sister. Oh, goodness. Oh, he's got the Anton Chigurh cut. Scary. Is your name Llewellyn? If so, you're in trouble. Wait, no, his name is Liu, right? Close, but not quite. So you're safe. Stupid. Interesting start. I haven't checked yet, but there's no way this is on Wallpaper Engine on Steam. There's no way, because I'm sure copyright and stuff. But I want it on my other monitor so bad. I should just download it from like YouTube or something and then find a way to just loop it. It is so like, this is so my vibe, man. I hate to use that word because, you know, it's become like overused, but just so many cool colors and transitions. But who is that guy with the bowl cuts in our musings about love? Oh god. What the hell, where are we? What the hell? Wheelbarrow move. We in VR right now? What is this? Oh, suplex? Oh, kinda. Nice fighting game. The latency, the CPU. You can't react to a 25 frame low. Noob. Well, they're chilling. What happened with that cop? Well, I guess this is 5.5. Episode 5.5, so... Perfect. Damn, she's good. So I wonder when this is happening. Since last episode, since this is 5.5. I don't hate girls. Okay, dude. What's the task this time? Oh, the daughter of a martial arts family. Oh, was that the dad we saw earlier with the cut? Wow. 。 Damn, okay, I see what's going on. That animation was crazy. And he's challenging him. He's a master dude. This is like the ultimate the ultimate protective dad of a daughter. He beats the shit out of everyone who tries to like date her. It's every dad's dream. A unique set of skills, huh? It's like a fighting game. So I bet she's gonna be the one to help him. Impossible. So are you gonna try to change the outcome of the fight? Not many chances left. So how bad would it be to change the outcome of a fight? Maybe. Okay. Get some information, see if they can find the trick, basically. Okay, that's a lot safer, you know. See if they can tell anything. But are they martial artists? Boom. The classic slap, bro slap. An engagement photo. Yeah, that ain't ever gonna happen until you beat him. So I wonder what style of martial arts do they do? Or does he do and her father do? I don't know much about fighting, admittedly, but I'm still curious, you know. I think it's cool. Last chance, friendo. Her mom. Dude, this dude clearly loves your daughter. Like, so much, he's constantly coming to get his ass kicked just for her. Aw. Ashamed. They're in love. Come on now. Oh, that's bad. Exhausted. Wow. Okay, he's in this body and he thought it was funny. Uh. Cute. Careful. What? Is he like his senior student? I hope he's not your brother. I assume senior student, considering she said that. Damn. Well, that's more pressure. Of course, I'm sure Dad is pleased. I love this song. Not many chances left. You can't reuse the same photo. Okay. I actually didn't know that. Our only chance. Yeah, good luck with those stairs, dude. Because you have to do that and then fight. That is so crazy. That's Herculean. With it, and there's a time limit. Do your best, buddy. Hmm. I mean, there's probably not much the girl can do in terms of like defying her dad's expectations, considering she, lives with them, and I'm not sure how family dynamics are culturally, but oh god, too early. Devious trick. Okay, there you go. Wow, he held his balance so long. Nice. Sticking to the scripts. Every year, man. How long has he been doing this? This dude loves her. Wow. Oh wow, he's he's like using him like a fighting game character. Oh, come on, man. Gotta keep up. Yeah, this ain't like basketball. Tough. Duck. Oh my god. Yeah, there's no way if you don't know, your body can't keep up with just being told. Just predict. Simple. Ooh. With formlessness. Be like water. As Bruce Lee said. Ooh, nice. He's beginning to believe. Like water. Get hit occasionally, wow. Oh? Monkey steals Peach move. I like that. Oh. Oh, he's done. Yeah, that's not the one you needed to eat there. That must be. That is a haymaker, man. And he hit his head on the stone. He's got to be seeing stars right now, man. Really? That's like the ultimate move. Huh. But of course, he still has to defeat him, and he hasn't been able to either. That one move. It's the same. Even he can't. So what's the trick? Maybe we need the help of our girl, who's a god at fighting games. But this is their only chance. Okay, what happened back then? Ooh, this is not good. I'm very worried right now. Uh-uh. Oh, no. Oh, Oh no. His fist was glowing. That can't be good. Nope. Going to need another photo. And your help. Damn. To help others. Last month. Whoa. Oh, because yeah, I remember when she was hearing the news of the one woman that got killed in episode 1. You know, the murders. The master of this dojo. It's him? Wow. Oh my god, he's so old. Wow. Year after year, dude, his whole life? Wow. Yeah, oh my god. I know, right? Wow. That is love. Actually, that's something more than love, man. And look, he's still there awaiting the challenge. And it's just her there. The one who should have never come. The one who should be here isn't there anymore. Oh boy. He quit a long time ago. Because our clients, you know, really loved her. And there she is, man. She's just been here this whole time. That's crazy, just waiting for him. What was that question in the beginning? The most painful thing about love? Wow. What was that about never asking about the future? Wow, and here they are, just helping him in real time. That's awesome. Not through a photo, but here with him. I've come to marry you. Incredible. His whole life, man. What fitness? Right. That's all there is to it. Wow. Oh, of course. Yeah, so she did have a plan. I was thinking she would be the one to help, considering the start. Well, let's see. We need a different approach. So what is it? Whoa. Huh? So is that it then? Why is he saying that now? Yeah. Grandchild. Yeah, the hardest thing about love. Say it. Not searching for usual subject matter, but making the commonplace unusual. Making the commonplace unusual. What are these photos? Who are these photos of? It's an interesting question. One all of us can think about, the hardest thing about love. I like that quote that they showed. Interesting photos. Of course, photos a big thing in the show, but what are these from? Someone can feel free to let me know. And this was an interesting in-between episode as 5.5, right? I'm curious. Well, I'm curious how this will transition. But I really like this one. It's almost like a story you would tell of like a man who would year after year after year would go ask for the woman he loves hand in marriage to defeat her father. It's like a local story you would tell. That was a nice one. Yeah, like I was just saying, it's such a, you know, pretty remarkable thing that this guy for so many years, his whole life, disciplined himself and trained, even opened his own dojo. So he was still doing things, you know, he was still like, I'm sure, living his life in that regard. But this was like the whole thing, that promise he made this woman he's loved, this girl he's loved since he was a kid, basically. I guess when she saved him from those, I guess, bunch of guys who were gonna beat him up or something. And that whole time, you know, climbing all those stairs, fighting her father. And God, her father was strong for so long. Like, even when he was old, her father was still kicking ass, you know? My God. You know, and you could look at that and be like, yeah, it's pretty foolish, maybe, to do that for so long. And as far as to seek the approval of her father for like decades, right? At that point, it's like does she not have freedom to leave, you know, for them to make that decision for themselves, like not just for his approval, right? It's like they said, it's like, what age are we living in that she still needs that after so many years, or even just at all, right? But he made the promise, and that's all there was to it for him, right? So foolish, maybe, but gosh, that's what it was. That was his love, that was his dedication. And there was that question, right? What's the most painful thing about love? And they kind of left it open, right? They didn't answer it really at the end. Probably just leaving it to whatever the viewer feels the answer would be, or interpret it as, maybe based on the episode, or just based on your perspective as the viewer, right? Because when they said that question at the beginning, the first thing I thought of was like, of course, losing love, or like feeling love slip away. It's of course the idea that, you know, nothing is permanent, that at some point we will have to cope with that loss, but of course, you know, holding on to those, and it's something we've seen in the show, and of course just in life in general, to hold on to precious memories we have, you know, to hold that love in our hearts and carry on, and to express that love in other ways, whether, you know, it's like our client last episode who was able to find love again and start a family, right? And it's a beautiful thing, right, for him to move on in his life like that. But as far as the episode, right, and what the episode showed us, and maybe the answer that the show was trying to show with the example of the episode, maybe the hardest thing about love is getting uppercutted like that for decades. No, but it's just, I don't know, maybe it's because he went through that painstaking dedication, and, you know, for years and years and years, and it was never like a burden to him. He loved her, so it was as simple as that. He did it because he loved her. He wanted to marry her. He made the promise, and that's all it was. It's a truly dedicated man, a loving man, you know, his whole life, right? And That's what he did. But then I also look at you know, her father's love, you know, for his daughter, you know, his whole life wanting only the best for his daughter, only someone who could defeat him, someone from a martial arts family, ideally, right? Even his top student wasn't able to beat him, and he gave up, you know, long ago because, you know, he moved on, right? Which most people would, right? It's pretty crazy, you know, to just endure that year after year after year, you know, to never earn this girl's love. And plus she loved our client in the first place, right? Liu, right? So maybe for the father, the hardest thing about love is, you know, letting go, you know, to let go of his daughter and just let their love happen, right? But maybe for our clients, hardest thing about love is climb those endless stairs, to eat those uppercuts, you know, for the sake of that love, to go through those pains and struggles for the sake of it, but of course it all being worth it. But I don't know, I'm not sure what answer the show was necessarily trying to convey. I still personally feel it's, for me, it's the idea of losing it, the impermanence of it, idea it's can be fleeting, you know, even if if it's not something like the person dying, or just like not even something as tragic as that. Sometimes people just fall out of love, you know, it happens. It's heartbreaking, it's sad, it's tragic, but it's like, you know, that happens because we open ourselves up, we're vulnerable, you know, we love, we put ourselves out there for someone else. It's a very vulnerable, scary thing, you know. It's like, here's my heart, you know, don't break it, right? I think that's, you know, what it is, that vulnerability, that weakness, quote unquote, that love gives you, which is something that Monogatari kind of gets into, right? These bonds that you have with people that kind of make you weaker through having those bonds, but of course being worth it, because that's what life is all about. That's just being human, right? But I don't know, that's what I think. But I don't know, what do you think? What is your answer to what do you think the hardest thing about love is? No, I'm genuinely curious though, you know, or even what you think maybe the show is trying to convey with that. But yeah, I think that was a good episode. It's interesting that it was 5.5 and in between, I guess because it was its own little pocket client story, because where we left off with episode 5 with the cop coming in, you know, they didn't show that at all here. So maybe in episode 6 we'll see that. And this was just one of the jobs or clients that they had somewhere within the timeline of before or something. But either way, I enjoyed it. Made me think about my own love, of course, because I'm engaged. I have a fiance, right? So I think about, you know, the own love that I have with them, because I love that I had with them years ago, back in 2014, and then we broke up. But then we got back together many years later, and then actually fell like truly in love, and now we're getting married. So, you know, I've been through the roller coaster of that, and even with other people as well. Definitely have experience with like heartbreak and like love and loss and all those kinds of things, right? And it's funny how they showed in the beginning of the episode of like you know, the other kids talking about crystals and astrology and kind of these things that I guess, well, not really crystals, that's kind of like I think people use for like energy or things like that, which I'm not too, you know, familiar with, so I won't speak on just about that because I just don't know. But in terms of like, you know, astrology, you know, plenty of people use that as far as dictating like their romantic lives or even just their lives in general, which is crazy, right? I think it's a fun thing, you know. Sometimes like I get curious and I check my horoscope or just whatever, just because I think it's like an interesting, fun thing. But you know, people really do take that stuff to heart when it comes to, I guess, matters of the heart, right? Which is kind of funny, in the face of the kind of love that our boy was enduring, even during that time, you know, trying to win her love, right? Or her hand in marriage. They were already in love, right? Yeah, it's like a fairy tale, right? Just that kind of story. But it worked out in the end, right? And the fact that it worked out, not through the photo, because they couldn't figure it out through the photo, but through our girl, you know, sharing with them how they met, and we learned how old he was, right? He had his own dojo, he was still trying, you know, and he just wanted to use the photo to commission the job, just to figure out the secret, right? Because he still wanted to try, he still wanted to do it, and I guess, you know, this was one of his ways of trying to figure it out. But I love that they actually went with him in person, you know, and the girl helping as well. And I'm sorry, I don't remember our girl's name. It's going to stick with me going forward, I'm sure, as they say it again. But I'm glad that she helped with that, and that they helped him up the stairs. That was great. And that this year, you know, when he thought he was finally going to give up, right? Because, you know, climbing those stairs, let alone when you're like in your prime, I'm sure is difficult. Let alone when you're an old man. Like, wow, that is more than love. That is something. I don't think there's a word to describe that. That is just as far too pure for like any word I can think of, you know. But the father saw that, right? And he saw him do it, like when, like, because I think he lost when he thought he was going to give up, and he still came, right? And he finally understood just how much he loved his daughter. It took that long, but it's like he finally got it, and he finally just let go, right? And I love that, yeah, that they did that with him in person, right? Because that's something we haven't seen before. It's always through the photo, and we got like a real-time solution. And it was funny, like, I think Chung kind of teased Lu about it, about, you know, what was it about, you know, the future, thinking about the future, right? But here they are, you know, so that was nice. That was cool. Yeah, I enjoyed that. So thank you very much for watching my reaction. Again, feel free to share any thoughts about this episode or anything if you like. But otherwise, I want to thank you again, and I want to thank Nate and all for requesting these reactions once again. So yeah, that's it. See you on the next one. Peace.